In the summer of 1967, the Soviet Union stunned the world by unveiling what looked like a terrifying new fighter aircraft. Western intelligence was alarmed. This jet appeared capable of flying at Mach 3, carrying long-range missiles, and dominating the skies at extreme altitudes. At the time, the United States had nothing in active service that could reliably challenge it. As the Cold War rivalry intensified, it briefly seemed the Soviets had seized control of the air. For the United States, the message was clear. If they didn't act fast, they risked losing air superiority altogether. Lessons from earlier jet wars. Back in the Korean War, air combat looked very different. American F-86 Sabres and Soviet MiG-15s clashed in tight, twisting dogfights. These aircraft were small, agile, and built for close-range combat where pilot skill mattered most. But by the mid-1950s, everything began to change. New radar systems could spot enemies far beyond visual range. Guided missiles promised kills from kilometers away. Military planners became convinced that future air battles would be decided long before pilots ever saw each other. This thinking led to aircraft like the F-4 Phantom, fast, heavy, packed with missiles, and guided by powerful radar. Many believed the era of dogfighting was over. They were wrong. Vietnam shattered the theory. When the Vietnam War began, this new doctrine was put to the test, and it quickly fell apart. The skies were crowded and confusing. Identification systems failed. Pilots were forced to get close to visually confirmed targets. Missile combat at long range simply didn't work as expected. The F-4 Phantom, never designed for close-in maneuvering, found itself forced into dogfights against smaller, more agile MiGs. Worse still, its early missiles were unreliable, hitting targets only a fraction of the time. And when missiles failed, Phantom pilots had a serious problem. Their aircraft had no gun. MiG pilots exploited this weakness, dragging the heavier F-4s into tight engagements where agility ruled. American losses mounted, and one hard truth became unavoidable. Dogfighting was still very much alive. A new kind of fighter is needed. The Air Force reacted quickly, strapping gun pods onto Phantoms and retraining pilots. But these were temporary fixes. What was really needed was a pure air superiority fighter, designed from the beginning to dominate enemy aircraft, not intercept bombers or carry bombs. Then came even more troubling news. In 1967, the Soviets revealed another aircraft, massive, twin-tailed, and powered by enormous engines. Western analysts believed it used exotic materials and advanced systems. Soon after, it began setting world speed and altitude records. This aircraft became known as the MiG-25 Foxbat and Panic Spread, the birth of the Eagle. In 1968, the U.S. Air Force invited top aerospace companies to submit proposals for a revolutionary new fighter. Designs would be evaluated using a new scientific method called energy maneuverability theory, which measured real combat performance. In late 1969, McDonnell Douglas won the contract. The aircraft that emerged would become legendary. F-15, built for absolute dominance. The F-15 Eagle was designed with one goal: total control of the air. Two powerful engines produced nearly 48,000 pounds of thrust, giving the jet the ability to accelerate straight upward and break the sound barrier vertically. It could exceed Mach 2.5, making it the fastest American fighter ever built at the time. Its wings were optimized not for speed alone, but for agility. A high thrust-to-weight ratio allowed tight turns and sustained maneuvering that earlier jets couldn't match. The cockpit offered unmatched visibility, paired with advanced radar and a digital heads-up display. 8 air-to-air missiles were carried, and this time, a 20mm Gatling gun was built right into the aircraft. Redundant systems and a reinforced airframe ensured survivability even after damage, proving its power. The first prototype flew in 1972. During testing, the F-15 easily outperformed the F-4 Phantom and even dominated